Now let's look into how to embed an H5P. So we're going to use one that I've already created. So I'm in my course that I want to put it into, and I'm going to turn editing mode on. It just sometimes makes it easier. And then I'm going to locate the H5P that I've already created. So these are ones that I made with the intention of embedding them into courses. These are not going to be worth marks. These are purely for practice, and I can absolutely tell when students have done the practice H5Ps. Their marks are much higher, and they make a lot fewer mistakes in the long run. And I've seen it in the classroom when I'm visiting. I can see the students doing the H5Ps, and those tend to be the students that also get higher marks on the actual assessment. So I highly recommend putting these into your course just for students to check in on how they're doing for themselves before they submit the thing that's actually worth marks. So again, I've already made this H5P here. And we're going to take a look at how to embed it into a course, or sorry, into an assignment, so that it can be used as practice and as self-assessment. So first, open up the H5P that you've lovingly created. Then here in the lower left-hand corner, you're going to click the text that says embed. Then go up here and click on the text here where it starts with the word iframe. Control A to highlight it all, Control C to copy it, and then we're going to go into an assignment where we want to embed it. So I'm going to go into one that doesn't already have an H5P. Maybe I'll do the culminating because I have actual students in this course. Then I'm going to go to settings. And find where you would like it to go. These are the exact same instructions for when you're embedding a YouTube video, which we all have had experience with. So let's say that I want to put it right here. We're going to put in a bunch of asterisks. Now, the instructions before we did the Moodle upgrade to 4.0 were to insert a table. You don't really have to do that anymore because Moodle is quite narrow now. You can just insert it without the table. So there are my asterisks. I'm going to go into the HTML source code, and I'm going to look for those asterisks. Here we are. And we already have the embed code in our clipboard, so I'm just going to hold Control and then press the letter V as in Victor, and there it is. Hit Update. Now it's going to look huge in this view, but when you actually save it, it's going to shrink down. So I'm going to close full screen mode, save what we have and display, and we'll take a look at this H5P. If you notice that it like stretches it out, that's not something that you did wrong. It's H5P trying to communicate with Moodle, and there's a bit of a delay. Just refresh or have students refresh and it'll snap into place. So let's go down, and there it is. Wonderful. So again, this H5P is embedded. It cannot easily be worth marks. So it's best to use this as a practice for the students, as self-assessment for the students to check in on how they are doing, rather than as a assessment at the end, rather than have this be worth marks.